I'm asked to do, I'm going to try to do that to the best of my ability. So if it's fullback, then here I am. Let's get after it.
What's the transition been like so far? What are the challenges? What are the things you like about it?
It's been pretty, like, here and there. I don't want to say simple, but it's been different. With any new position coach, you have different challenges. You have different techniques you got to get used to. You have different skill sets that you have to learn. Obviously, with George Ashton, he was unbelievable. In my opinion, the best in the country. So big shoes to fill, obviously. But it's been all right. We have a couple guys who are rotating in, taking reps. Overall, after the spring, I think we'll be all right.
Do you watch film of George?
Every day, yeah. I've probably seen more film of George than anybody in the country, honestly.
Are you still amazed at watching that? Like,
yeah, I like I said, I think George was the best in the country at what he did. I mean, I try to mimic what he does to the best of my abilities and then throw in some stuff that I think I could do, bring a little bit of my own flavor to the position, but we'll see how it goes.
George had a mentality to him. Do you have a similar, how do you approach that?
Yeah, George was a mean dude. He was a tough guy, trying to adopt those personality traits, trying to build my play around that, put your head down, hit somebody. That was kind of his mantra, and I'm trying to build that same type of attitude.
Are you a guy that always liked contact?
I do. I mean, I was on defense for a while. I started as a linebacker and moved to DN, so I'm no stranger to contact, but I got to just learn how to do that as an offensive player. Instead of hitting someone and shaking them, I got to learn how to hit someone and move them back.
Obviously, this role that George played was pronounced when he was here, but do you have a feel for how involved it'll be in Coach Whipple's offense?
I don't have an idea of how much will be used. I don't have an idea of the packages yet. It's only spring ball, but like I said, whatever they need me to do, I'll do. Whether that be one player or 50, I'm out here to do whatever I'm going to do.
Who are the other guys repping in at that spot?
Ray Branson, Ford Jackson, Peyton Derry, Ryan Swalowski. We're all in that together. We're kind of just learning from each other, taking reps off each other, because none of us really have in-game experience. It's truly in-game experience, in my opinion. So we're kind of taking this as it comes, taking the reps as they come, and I think we're all getting better.
Is it helpful at all that they're all new backs, so you guys are all kind of in the same shoes, if you will?
It's helpful in a sense. I mean, I wish we had an older guy there that could kind of show us the ropes. Like last year, I was in Coach Salem's room, so I wasn't really around George as much as I would have liked to be in terms of in a meeting room setting. But all new guys, I guess we're all just learning and building our own thing, so it's kind of fun in that sense.
Between George, you, and all those other guys you named, is there something about that position that kind of lends itself to the walk-on mentality, or former walk-on mentality, I guess?
Coach Powell always says being a fullback requires a tough dude, and I think every walk-on on this team and every walk-on really in the nation is a tough guy. It's not easy to come in every day and have to pay for what you do and compete with these other guys who are, maybe on scholarship. It's like a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. I think you need that as a fullback.
Are you sticking on scholarship this year?
I'm sorry?
Are you sticking on scholarship?
I'm not sure. I'm not going to comment on anything about that.
Is there a different mentality playing offense than there is playing defense?
I think the attitude is the same as a player. Like, I like to try to center my play around just being a tough guy, but on offense, I think there's more of a cerebral aspect. You need to know what you're doing. You need to have a little bit more technique instead of just run and shake someone. You have to know leverage, what side of the ball is going to be on, where the running back's going. I think there's a little bit more to offense, in my opinion.
I'm curious, the difference between Coach Powell's room and Coach Salem's room.
Well, every room's different. Coach Harley's room was different than Coach Partridge's room, is different than Coach Salem's room, different than Coach Powell's room. Their expectation doesn't stay the same, though. I have a high expectation for myself, and all my guys in that room with me also have a high expectation for themselves. So no matter where you place us really in this building, the expectation stays the same.
Obviously, you mentioned George is a pretty naturally mean guy, and Coach Powell was telling us that too, but you don't seem like a mean guy. You seem like a pretty nice guy, at least off the field.
I don't know about commenting on nice or mean. Everyone has a side to them. When you get on the football field, I like to think that you're a different kind of person. When I'm on the football field, at least I try to just be present in that moment and be whatever I need to be. So whether I'm a mean guy or a nice guy, I think it makes no difference. I think it's just a matter of knowing what you're doing and getting it done.
Thanks.